Hello, my friends. So everything that would probably make this video better is actually in this box. Pero I gotta do the unboxing with you. Went over to San Fernando. It's about 19 miles outside of Los Angeles. I got a really good deal on it, so I made the trip. I also wanted to support a small business as opposed to purchase from one of the mega stores. And one pro tip in terms of negotiation for especially higher priced items, if you offer to pay in cash, you could often get better deals. It's worthwhile asking. I've been told, I haven't done it personally, but I've been told that you could actually do that at Best Buy. Let me know if you've tried it. Let me know if it works. But generally speaking, with smaller businesses too, you can negotiate price if you're willing to pay all of it in cash. Now, the retail value for this beautiful product is $249. I don't know why, but Apple sells it for like $249.95. It's like, why do you want to charge us 95 cents? Just do it like every other retailer and just $249. Anyways, soapbox. They already make so much money from iPhones. Come on. Anyways, so after much research, I landed on this one. Now, onto the product. So I do a lot of self-tapes. My industry, which is Hollywood, they've shifted a lot of projects to online and self-tape auditions, meaning that you either tape it on your iPhone or some other videography equipment at home, and then you submit it. Most of the time, casting directors are like, oh, we know that you're not going to be at a professional facility, so we don't care, just, you know, do the best you can. But one thing I've noticed is that their audition instructions are like 5 pages long. The one thing that's kind of tricky about self-tapes is there's a lot of elements that could be pretty rustic, that as long as you are doing a great job and like being present and really discovering the character in the moment, you can get away with. But sound and lighting is kind of one of those two elements that can really make or break a project. The casting director will probably need a seat. The sound is what I really wanted to take care of, because they're hearing you, and poor sound quality sometimes can be a deal breaker. Like, have you ever tried to listen to like a radio station and the static is too much and you're just like, you know what, forget it, I'm just gonna skip to the next station? Same idea. I'm taking care of that problem here. The basic setup that I used to have was just using my phone on a tripod mount on like a cheapo tripod I bought off Amazon, and it worked for, you know, the price I paid and the setup that I have. But one thing I noticed as I was doing more and more self-tapes was that because the cell phone mics are not meant to really directionally provide support, it was picking up a lot of the reader, because the reader, the person who's doing the other lines, was behind the camera, and I'm further away because you're seeing me visually. So in post, I would go back and lower their volume, but that's depending on the length of the scene and the number of auditions I'm doing. It's a lot of work, you know, in post. So the reason I chose Shure, I hope I'm saying this correctly, it looks like Shure, but yeah, is because they had a specific one for the lightning port. It's the MV88, but if Apple ever changes their port, I'd be screwed. You could buy those adapters, but that's another expense I'm not willing to pay. You would have to take the case off. That's my dog, she's snoring. You would have to take the case off, which is inconvenient if you're trying to like record on the go. And also my tripod is probably not the snazziest, so I mean, there is a good chance that it'll fall apart on me at some point, and like there goes the iPhones are expensive. They're like $1,000. Finding a microphone that's evergreen, finding a product that doesn't require a lot of, I guess, changes to your actual device. Like, you should just be able to use it as you go. Also, the quality. This, hands down, a lot of the reviews showed it versus like studio mics, like going into a recording studio, and it really just flying colors. So I did like pull the tape off, because I have to be honest, I got home and I was like, I want to open it, and then I was like, oh, Irene, just wait, share it with them, because there's something about like, you know, the experience. It's like the you know, first day of Christmas. Actually, I think there's only one day of Christmas. I'm thinking Hanukkah. You guys got 8 days. I'm jealous. So it comes in this very compact box. It was a little bit squished here, and I kind of gave the guy the eye, like, so if there are any problems with this product, do I contact you or the manufacturer? I didn't say it that saltily, but like in my head, I was like, what is this? I like things pristine, especially when they're new. I don't spend a lot of money, so I like to like what I spend money on. So it has like this little card with just basic, like this is how you would use it. Oh, the cool thing about it is because it uses with multiple connectors. Okay, I think I'm gonna just put it in the side so I slip it out. You could actually use it with an Android, an iPhone. You could use it with your laptop, and as long as they have a USB-C connection, you can pretty much adapt it to use on multiple devices, which is great, right? There we go. So it comes in this plastic sleeve, and I believe the product's all in here. And it's nice because it's like a get up and go kind of little, oh, look at this. This is nice. There you guys go. Can you guys see that? I can't see what you're seeing. Cool. So you've got a little cubby for everybody, for every little, you know, gizmo gadget that comes with it. So let's explore here, guys. So in the first little cubby, starting from the right side, ooh, I think we get the actual mic. And I like this, guys. It's got a heavy weight to it, so it doesn't feel cheap and flimsy. I feel like I spent over $200. And it comes with its own little, I believe they call these windscreens. Oh, and this is the little doodad. I would slip in the mic in here. And it's nice and tight, so it's not gonna fall out once you place it in. And it's labeled right and left. One of the cool things about this is that it comes with a really great app. It's free, and it really allows you to control a lot of the settings that you couldn't do with just the iPhone mic. And what's cool about that is it's great for if you are just trying to get an ambient recording, right? If I'm going to a concert, if I'm outdoors, if I'm, you know, vlogging, to give you a really sense of the energy of the place that I'm at. But at the same time, like if I'm recording a self-tape, I think I'll be able to control the directionality, so it'll be very clear when the reader's reading and when I'm speaking. And that's really great. Let's find out what else is there. So this is the, it comes with the phone clamp. So it should fit my phones. I'm using this, so it should fit a phone. And you just press it down and then you could lock it in, which is great because sometimes, you know, those ones that have the springs, the worst is when the springs don't work and your phone pops out and there goes your take and there goes your phone. And it has the little end where you could screw it onto a tripod. Then we've got, and then this would be for the iPhone. So it has the lightning cable connector. And I like that there's a little bit of a distance between them because Shure MV88, the reason it was like $100 cheaper, and I was like, oh, maybe I should just get that and not be so complicated because the sound quality is pretty great on that one too. And there's the convenience of being able to just snap it on your phone. But the problem is, like, depending on how you're doing your setup, I would like the flexibility of being able to move the mic however, and I think having a cable that's a little bit longer than directly connected to the phone will give me that capability. And this is the Manfrotto little mini tripod, and this is kind of like it's got a reputation on the internet. It's just one of those easy to use tripods, and it would be perfect for the situation. Right now I have my phone leaning against the sunglass case. Not exactly great and not exactly the best angle because you guys are kind of looking up my nose, which is cute. I hope you guys like what you see. But with this bad boy, you can, oh, I like that because for some reason, when you watch the videos that people do, it looks like it just like flops around, it's bendy, but it's actually quite solid and it's not as, it's a little bit like stiffer, if you will. So you can kind of actually control like the height of the Manfrotto, which is nice. And I believe if you press this bad boy, yeah, you can pivot the little joint here. you would secure this bad boy here. Oh my goodness. I was gonna say something inappropriate, but I caught myself. This is YouTube, Irene. So I would set the phone up here, but there's a cold shoe situation, isn't there? I might be missing something here. So it was very tightly screwed in, but what you do is, you know, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, so turn it left. It's very tight. Just so loosen this little jigger a little bit. Yeah, there you go. So then you create a space. See that? A lot of the instructional videos are like, they blaze through that. They're like, yeah, and it just fits right here. It's like, what? And so there you go. So it slides into the phone mount, and then you could screw it down as such, and that is how you secure that. And voila, you have your whole, ooh, that's kind of cool actually. It's probably not what was intended. Oh, that's actually kind of interesting. That's neither here nor there. I'll get back to brass tacks here. So tighten the back if you don't want your phone flying out of there. And voila, there you go. So you have your phone right here, and then you got your setup, and you could probably change the directionality of this. You could turn this around, and you could prop it on your desk. You could take it along as you go, and it's pretty, like, it's not flopping around, so it's pretty sturdy. And now we can toy around with that. So we can change the angles. Oh, the other reason why I got this model versus the other one, it actually has an audio output. So if you have headphones and you need to check the sound quality, so if you want to test it out and you then want to adjust based on what you're hearing, that's probably a more accurate read, and you can do that without having to turn off your recording and checking it out. You can hear it in real time. So you would obviously plug this, I believe it's a micro USB, and then this end you would plug to the phone, and then I believe as long as it would connect immediately and overtake the microphone option in your phone, but it's in the app where you get the most power to sort of change it up.